wars, you guys are coming home. Are you guys happy?
Well, what we want are the legacy of these wars. We want to see them completed successfully. I saw the campaign commercial that was shown a couple of segments beforehand where the president is touting ending the war, just like Dick Durbin did. Listen, we want to be successful on these battlefronts. We want to defeat the enemy. That's the litmus test. Have we truly diminished the threat from Al-Qaeda? Have we truly set the Taliban back far enough so that Al-Qaeda cannot, so that the Afghan army can take over? Have we truly created a stable environment in Iraq so that our interests are not threatened? That's what we want to know. Just the talking point of ending wars doesn't mean the enemy has been defeated. And so you hear a lot of rhetoric and very few results. The record is thin. And when you dig below the surface, you see more and more unrest is coming out. And Libya is a perfect example of that. Al-Qaeda is not gone. They might be on the run. They're on the run to our consulates and our embassies because they smell weakness.
Right. So I'm going to ask you this statement. When the president says, I ended the war in Iraq responsibly, for a guy that served in Iraq and Afghanistan, what do you say?
I say it wasn't ended responsibly. He ended it because he had a campaign promise that said he would end it. We never signed a status of forces agreement in Iraq, which would have allowed us to continue to influence the outcome there. Instead, Prime Minister Maliki is hedged closer and closer to Iran, and in doing so, further and further away from our interests. And after all the blood and all the money and all the sacrifice, which we honor, to just give it away for a campaign promise shows the shallow nature of that foreign policy.
So you would like to see Mitt Romney take him on in that area?
Yeah, take him on. And it doesn't mean Mitt Romney, and they're going to accuse Mitt Romney of wanting more war. He wants to go back to Iraq. He wants to double down on Afghanistan. That's not the case. Take him to task for the outcome. Take him to task for the reality on the ground, for the difference between Egypt and Syria. So we undermine an ally in Egypt that for 40 years that recognized Israel, and then we don't do anything with Syria, and the fact that the Assad regime, which is an avowed enemy of the United States and a satellite state of Iran, we leave Iraq, but in Iran we have sanctions, but we're not willing to hold a red line to prevent them getting a nuclear weapon to take on Iran. It's inconsistent. And then, oh, by the way, our economy's not improving, which undermines our military strength.
And that should come up tonight. Pete Hegseth, CEO of Concerned Veterans for America. Thanks so much. Good luck on your tour.
Thanks, Brian.
All right, meanwhile, straight ahead, dead or alive, no problem. You can still get food stamps. The new evidence showing just how bad entitlement waste has become. And next, a look at whether or not debates really make a difference for Ronald Reagan as it did for Ronald Reagan. And when he answered this way.
I will not make age an issue of this campaign. I am not going to exploit, for political purposes, my opponent's youth and inexperience.
Good one. Now here's why we came here.
Look ahead. We're going to need more energy, no matter what. There's a lot here, and the know-how to get it. Domestic energy to power our economy.
Almost there, folks.
That's good for
Hang
our
on.
kids. I'm Felice, and I'm an energy veteran.
Me
I've
too.
worked hard to build my family and also to build my career. So I'm not about to always let my
You didn't build that.